Evening all, Remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Quest video. Now, as you know, if you're following my channel, I do cover the Oculus Go, but I'm going to be covering the Oculus Quest as well. As soon as it's out and as soon as I get my hands on one and able to order one, I will do, so make sure you subscribe for that. But in this video, I wanted to cover sort of 10 questions that I keep getting asked about the Oculus Quest. I think there's a little bit of misinformation out there, so I wanted to kind of sort of answer those, give you my take on a few of them, and you know, we'll see where we go from there. You like the style of this video that I'm doing at the moment, this little sort of tiny planet view, when I did the Google Stadia video, so I thought I'd do it again. It's basically me sort of wandering along for 5-10 minutes answering those questions. So I've got the questions written down on my phone here, so I'll answer those as we go along. So when will it be released, or when do we know when they're going to actually announce a release date? Now, the Oculus Go was released 1st of May last year, so 2018. I would put money on it being exactly the same for the Oculus Quest and the Rift S. So May 1st, Oculus or even sort of Facebook have an event called F8 at the end of April. So last few days of April they have an event, and last year they announced the Oculus Go and the release date. So I imagine they're going to do the same for this one. I mean, there's no guarantee that they'll do that, but I think it's a pretty safe bet that they will. They've been known to do it before, and why not give Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg a nice platform to announce it and get everyone excited for. So 1st of May, I would reckon, get your pre-orders down. Second question, how much will it be? Well, we do know the Oculus Quest will come in 64 and 128 gigabyte models. So I imagine the 64 gigabyte model we know will be $399. And we've seen listings already on Amazon and that sort of thing for the 128 gigabyte model, which will be another $100 on top of that, or £100. So expect that to be $499. I'll put links down below to the Amazon pages which show those, where you can go sign up for more information now. Question number 3, where can you order it from? Well, I'd probably say, a bit like the Oculus Go, the best place to order it from will be Oculus themselves. So oculus.com, sign up for information on the website now, and you'll be notified when it's available. The same thing happened with the Go, and I managed to get mine a little bit early than compared to a lot of other people, but I'd say that's probably a good bet for grabbing it. Amazon have already got it kind of sub-listed and hidden listed, so you can go check that out. I'll leave links down below for that as well if you prefer it from Amazon. I know with the Go, it took a while for them to be listed and actually available on Amazon and anywhere else other than direct, so I would put money on doing it directly with Oculus as your best bet, and they do nice quick free delivery. I know they do for me anyway in the EU, yeah, Oculus I'd say. Question number 4, how much will the games be? Now, I would definitely say they're going to be more than the Go games, closer to Rift games, if not the same price as Rift games, because essentially it's the same content, just you know, so the graphics are kind of turned down a little bit, so the experience themselves should be pretty much the same. So, you know, you probably realistically be expecting to pay a very similar price. I would like to think it'd be a little bit cheaper, so if a game is maybe sort of 30 quid on the Rift, maybe expect it to be 25, but yet to sort of be confirmed. But as I say, don't expect them to be sort of £10 or $10 and below for like the Go. Expect them to be $20 and up, if not $30 or $40 like some experiences you already get on the Rift. Now, will side loading work? So if you didn't know, on the Oculus Go at the moment, you can side load apps and experiences onto your Oculus Go. So you connect it to your PC. The idea behind it is that developers themselves can put their apps on the Oculus Go in advance and sort of test their systems to make sure it all works okay. Now, the same sort of subsystem, same sort of Android-based sort of system is there, and the developers in that have confirmed that side loading will work exactly the same as it does on the Oculus Go. So I'll leave links to that down below. It was John Carmack who confirmed that, so that's good. So sideloading apps and experiences will still work. So if there are things that don't make it onto the Oculus Quest, maybe you can still sideload a version. That'd be quite nice. And things that, you know, maybe still work when you sort of port them over or upload the APK, I'm not sure, on your Oculus Go, maybe they'll still work on your Oculus Quest. Who knows? But well, at least that sort of same system will still work. We can give it a go. So yeah, sideloading should work as it does today. Question number 6, will AR, VR or the like work on Oculus Quest? Now, we do know that on Oculus Go you can use programs called AR, VR or VRidge or NOLO to be able to play PC VR games streamed wirelessly to your Oculus Go and play them. On the Oculus Go, it's great for playing sort of simulator type games because you only really need to look around, you don't need the 2 controllers. But obviously with the Oculus Quest, it'll have 2 controllers, it'll have 6 degrees of freedom. So could we be playing PC VR games wirelessly with AR/VR? I'll leave a link down below to some of the videos I've done on AR/VR so you can kind of have a closer look on what that's all about. But I would say the likelihood of that is high because it's obviously the same sort of system behind it as sort of Go. So the sort of platform and the programs, are probably pretty much there already. And we've already had John Carmack confirm that they were looking into doing it themselves officially. So they've not obviously included it officially or come out officially said anything just yet. But I'd say it's a pretty safe bet that if they don't do it officially with John Carmack confirming it, either way, that we'll get it sort of unofficially, and AR/VR or V-Ridge or Nolo and stuff would work. So imagine that, a wireless VR headset with 6 degrees of freedom. Pretty awesome. And as I say, highly likely they will work, if not officially, but unofficially. Question 7, how different will the graphics be on the Oculus Quest compared to the Rift? Now, there have been some sort of screenshots floating around where they were comparing Robo Recall in the trailer to Robo Recall on the Rift, and it looked pretty bad. It did look pretty bad, pretty poor, but we've since had screenshots, again, making it look pretty good. So what obviously they showed in that trailer was pretty low. What I would say is set your expectations. Rift has a PC, a 3, 4, 5 grand, whatever sort of PC behind it. So the graphics on that are always going to be better. The Quest will have nicer screens, nice pixel density, but it won't have that powerful PC behind it. It is essentially working on mobile phone processors. So kind of bear that in mind. The experience themselves, so the 6 degrees of freedom, the moving around, the ducking, the shooting, using 2 controllers, that's going to be key. That experience of you sort of having the full VR experience, being able to move around and everything, is going to be key and what you should focus on. The graphics, I'm sure if the developers have enough time, they can make it better and better and improve the graphics and get more performance out of the headset. But initially, expect the sort of graphics to not be as good, but they will still be good. They will still be better than Go graphics. And the Go sometimes can look quite nice. There are some nice looking games on the Oculus Go. So, be realistic is all I'd say. But I'm reasonably confident that we'll see some pretty good looking games on the Oculus Quest. Just not, 2,000 quid's worth of PC behind it. What are the main differences between the Oculus Go, the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Rift S? Well, I've got another video dedicated to that pretty much that kind of goes through all the differences between the different headsets. But essentially you're kind of looking at, $200 for the Oculus Go, and that's more for sitting down experiences. Sort of keep yourself stationary, playing some nice relaxing games, winding down, watching media and that sort of thing. So your sort of VR media, if that's what you're using it for, if you're using it just for sitting down and you don't want to be jumping around, then there you go. Oculus Quest and Oculus Rift S are very similar and probably will offer very similar experiences. The Quest, I imagine, will still have a lot of the media stuff on it, just like the Rift does, but it'll be more focused on gaming. Game developers will want to make the best use of all that sort of tech that's behind it, that 6 degrees of freedom and everything like that. They're going to want to make use of it. So expect sort of more gaming, more active, and as I say, you're going to be sort of wireless. So that has its bonuses because that means you're not tethered to a wire, you're not restricted by the wire, but you are restricted by battery. So bear that in mind. But when the Oculus Rift, obviously, you can sort of play with that sort of full-on graphical performance, as powerful as your PC can go, as powerful as your VR experience will be, and you don't have to, and you obviously have to worry about a wire, but you don't have to worry about batteries running out. You can go as long as you want. So the purists will go for the Rift, the sort of fun, casual gamers will go for the Quest, and the casual media consumers who like a little bit of gaming every now and again but want to focus on media will go for the Go. And I think that's the smart thing from Oculus, that they've covered all those different bases. So you'll get the headset that best suits you. Question 9, will the purchases I've made on the Oculus Go and the Oculus Rift be transferable to the Quest? That's been confirmed as up to the developers. So if they release it on those different platforms and you buy one version, it's up to them whether they charge you the same or give you a discount or anything like that. What we do know is that crossplay is enabled. So you can play sort of multiple platforms playing the same game. So say Dead and Buried, you can play cross-platform with Quest and Rift. But as for sort of cross-buy and cross-purchases, that's up to the developers. So I guess it kind of depends on how much effort and money they've put into developing the game, and whether they'll see enough sort of sales. And I say, don't be disappointed if you do have to buy certain things again, because what you're doing is you're supporting these developers, you're supporting these companies to make these great VR experiences, and enables them to kind of, you know, get invested, attract more developers, attract more companies to get involved and bring us more stuff. So see it, don't necessarily see it as a negative, see it as a positive that you're investing in VR, because this is the generation I think that will make the biggest sort of impact on the future of VR. And finally, battery life. What do we think the battery life on the Oculus Go will be? Well, we've had people testing the Oculus Go at PAX East a few weeks back, and no one seemed to have sort of any battery issues. No one seemed to sort of point out that they're running out of battery. Some people were playing for a few hours at a time, and then we're still sort of at 60-70% battery. So kind of expect that. I mean, I think what we'll probably get is 2 to 3 hours of realistic battery. It's not been confirmed, but 2 to 3 hours I think is fair. What you got to remember is if you put a big heavy battery in it, it's going to make the headset big and heavy, which is something you don't have to worry about with the S, but with the Quest and the Go, you know, it adds to the cost, it adds to the weight, so be realistic. But the good thing is with the Oculus Quest is it is USB-C, which means it can do fast charging. So hopefully, no matter what we're doing, no matter what we're playing, if we plug a USB power bank into the Oculus Quest, we'll get sort of even charge. We'll keep the Quest charged up, and we can use it as long as we want. And the great thing is, you know, you can just stick that sort of battery pack in your pocket and run the wire down the back of your shirt or something, and you're absolutely set. Still, technically, a wires-free experience. So I think it's hopefully going to be a win-win on that one. So there we go, there's the 10 most asked questions that I get on my Oculus videos. Let me know in the comments down below if you've got any others, or you think I'm wrong on any of them. I'll try and answer those, and I do reply to pretty much every comment in the comments down below. So do let me know if you've got any issues. But I think it's an exciting time of VR. I can't wait to get my hands on the Oculus Quest. I'm not going to turn my back on the Oculus Go. I absolutely intend to keep covering that, so make sure you subscribe for that. And maybe I'll even grab myself a Rift S, so subscribe for that as well. But as I say, let me know if you've got any questions down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, that's fine, I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done, I'm out. Have a virtual Tiny Planet high five.